a lot of intrigues and, of course, secrets that some of you know and some might not know. There is nobody among these known three presidential candidates that is not a criminal. It's just that one has more opportunity than the other to steal, and thus you see a larger loot, and that makes you think that this person is a thief more than the other. You see, they say it is when you are caught, that's when they call you a thief. If you know how to hide your money in offshore accounts, if you know how to indirectly rearrange yourself, gaining and appearing like you are not making anything, then people will not say you're a thief. It is more like Invictus Obi, who presented himself as a young entrepreneur. He was featured on Forbes, but when alarm burst, when breeze blow, we all saw what he's doing and who he is. This is how some of these presidential candidates are, apart from the ones that we know that have cornered money by creating policies and laws that will favor them, etc. Now, according to what we have on our hands and what was published, even on Sarah Reporters, it has been reported that Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who happens to be the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress, somehow he got himself there. He made sure that he got there. He said he'd be local. The report is that he said that he is going to turn fraudsters, Yahoo boys, into youth who can manufacture and create computer chips, mobile chips. Instead of them getting involved in what he said, some say it's a gaffe, but he's the only person that understands some of the words that he said. He called it Gazelle Gagaraga. Now, while he was delivering his speech, Tinubu took a swipe at PDP presidential candidate Alhaji Atiku Abubakar and insisted that Atiku acted dishonorably by selling vehicles, impounded vehicles, seized vehicles, vehicles that he took or vehicles that his boys took illegally, and he will sell it as a custom officer. Because Atiku say he made money from selling vehicles, and they are like, really? Like, seriously? What kind of vehicle are you selling? Who owns those vehicles? You know what it is? When he was head of customs, Atiku Abubakar did a lot. A lot of cars disappeared under his watch. They hijack cars. He used his position to climb to that level that he is right now. While the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, was reacting to this through his campaign organization spokesperson, Frank Shaibu, he said, Tinubu lacks moral right to reform Yahoo boys. In the statement that was released by Shaibu, he alleged that while Atiku was serving as a deputy director of customs in charge of enforcement and drugs, he stopped Tinubu and others from bringing in hard drugs into Nigeria, and that Atiku caught Tinubu in bed with two notorious drug kingpins. He said Tinubu's frustration is quite understandable given the fact that in 1989, while Atiku Abubakar was in customs and was serving as deputy director of customs in charge of enforcement and drugs and was protecting the country's border from smugglers and drug dealers, Tinubu was caught in bed with two notorious drug kingpins, Muiz Akonde and Abiodun Agbero. Now, when they say caught in bed, it's not the other one that you're thinking about, meaning he was working hand in hand, liaising. Now, it is not news that Bola Ahmed Tinubu, from what we've been hearing, was involved in this. And it's not like news again that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the creator of this, like he started it himself and he's just the kingpin. We heard that in quote, the family that adopted him, this is what they do. They said automatically, naturally, Bola Ahmed Tinubu had to roll into that business. He traveled abroad, back and forth. We heard about money that the government of the United States impounded, took off from him. We heard all of that. This is not news anymore. And that finally he was not indicted. We heard all of this too. We have heard about bogus certificate. We've heard about how the son of or the daughter of one of the family that took him in, how the lady passed away, Bola Tinubu's they transfer the detail of the lady onto Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We heard all of this. How they change the sex from male to female, that I do not know. But anything can happen. We've heard all of this. We've heard it all. About Atiku, that is another, discussion for another day. How they say he owns Mikano generating, generator plant, how he sold cars, how he did this and that. That's to let you know that none of these people are clean. It's just that they don't want to, they just don't want to expand on their criminal activities. But they are doing it against each other now. Soon, Atiku will say more. Oh, we know the criminal activity he did. And all that has been linked to Bola Ahmed Tinubu is this drag. Apart from cornering some money in Lagos State to make himself bigger and richer. Atiku also is no different from all of this. So they are simply throwing out all their criminal activities. He said it was Akonde who took Tinubu to First Heritage Bank then to open an account for him where he was keeping his money in dollars. You see, that's the journey. Now, question a lot of people are asking is this: why didn't Atiku arrest and prosecute Tinubu for drug peddling? Or there was no way that he could be arrested because it wasn't directly him doing it. They just saw him. It's because these are birds of the same. All of these people know each other's secret. It's the one that can hide the secret that people don't know, that will present himself as humble, as a man of integrity. These are same group of people. These people are the same from the beginning to the end. Plus their endorser. I'm endorsing this person. They are all criminals. That's it. So, if Atiku already took bribe, he knows what Tinubu can do, what Tinubu is doing. And Tinubu also knows what Atiku did and what Atiku is doing. It is now about throwing shade at each other like you were a criminal. You don't even understand the civil service code of conduct. That is what Bola Ahmed Tinubu said, live and direct in Edo State. And now that Atiku is also saying that I caught you with criminals, I caught you with this and that, why didn't you arrest him? Why wasn't he prosecuted? That is the big question. Are you not the same? Throwing out your dirt outside is good. It will make Nigerians see. It will make Nigerians know, for those who want a better nation, a better life, to know that these people are thieves, they are a bunch of criminals, they cannot be trusted. And the people who are rooting for Labour Party presidential candidate, who is speaking like this President Buhari, who they said is a man of integrity, until we started seeing more. Now, Obi, he knows how to package himself. He knows how to clean his slate. He knows how to wipe his mouth after he has finished drinking. He knows how to make sure that you don't see any oil, palm oil, from the side of his mouth. That doesn't mean he's 100% a man of integrity too. He only knows how to rearrange himself. He knows how to make sure that kickback. He knows how to make sure that flow of money from whatever it is that is involving does not reflect him, his name, his family member. That's it. The foreign account that he has, Panama paper that was shown and brought out, foreign currency offshore account. And you know how they do this? They don't just go and open an account on their name. When they say a paper leak, it tells you that that person did not open an account directly on their name. They have companies in those Caribbean countries. When they talk about Panama paper, this paper, they have a company. That company will now, stand like, like a VPN for those who understand technology. Then your own name will be at the back of it. This name, fake name or fake company will now be the front for you. When people do that kind of thing, you know what it is. They're hiding something. So Peter Obi was also hiding something. Hid money somewhere, pretending like he's not the one, until there is a leak that showed that Peter Obi, you are the benefactor, you are the one in charge of this money, paying to the front. It is so complex. It is so complex. What are your thoughts? Don't forget to like. Do not forget to share. This video is very important. We have Atiku, the scrubber, custom officer, owner of private university, multiple billion naira industry, fraudulent man. We have Labour Party presidential candidate, very cunning, knows how to hide money, pretend like he's a man of integrity because he knows that certain things cannot be traced until the thing bursts open and leak. We have Tinubu on the other hand. He knows how to corner all the good things that he's going to present. He makes sure that 90% of the funds, of the capital, of the money, of the interest comes into his own pocket. This is what we have on our hands. What are your thoughts about it?